What is the single best thing we can do to end global poverty? Well, educating girls could be the best answer. You see, access to education is a fundamental human right, right? Well, that's not really the reality in so many parts of the world, where there are massive gender inequalities in access to education. But why is that, and what can we do about it? Barriers to education have led to generations of girls and women unable to read or write in rural Morocco. The literacy rate has been as high as 70%. I want to introduce you to an NGO that's making a real difference. We're going to the village Asni in the High Atlas Mountains to visit Education for All. Education for All is a Moroccan NGO that's building and running girls' boarding houses near secondary schools so that girls aged 12 to 18 from rural families can go to school and continue their education. During my visit, I met Asma, a recent graduate, who's going to explain why Education for All is so important.
I'm Asma. I'm from a small village in rural Morocco. I'm 22 years old. For many girls in rural Morocco, first the parents don't leave them to go to school because they think that a woman should just stay at home, cook, and at the age of 16 she should marry it and have children. Just that. Also, the other problems that girls face it is school is so far. Other girls take 1 hour to get to where the taxi or the minibus is, and around 2 or 3 hours to get to school. There is no transport. They cannot rent a home near to school because their family are poor. I studied here in Education for All for 5 years from 2012. Then I go to Marrakesh to complete my high school, study in mathematics. With my family, actually, I didn't get any problems, but I faced many problems when I went to Marrakesh. First, I speak Berber, so it was like a little bit confusing to speak Arabic, and it's not the same environment. So, there is new things there. One of the problems I faced is where should I stay in Marrakesh? So I'm not rich, so where should I stay? I need to rent a small room. I speak 5 languages: Berber, Arabic, French, English, and Chinese. A little bit Chinese, yeah.
Wow, how did you learn those languages?
For Berber, it's my native language. Arabic, we use it in school. Also French. English, I learn it here with our volunteers. Chinese, just from YouTube because I love Chinese culture. Yeah.
And have people been very supportive of your studies?
Yeah. Yes, of course. When they see how the girls' situations change in this 10 years, that encourage them to help us more and more. Yeah. We have more than 100 girls that go to university, and we have 2 girls that got their master, and one of them she prepared her PhD this year. I went to university and I studied computer sciences, and I got my bachelor last year. I work in here as a volunteer for 6 months. I came back to Education for All to help girls here and to share my knowledge, my experience with them, and to give them a good example. Now I'm focusing in my art, so I'm doing art at home. My plans for now is to do an exposition for my art. I have something to say to everyone. I'm so grateful, and I appreciate those people who help us, and I would like to say that please help women to study and encourage them, because when you teach a girl, you will have a new good generation.